Terrestrial adaptations. Terrestrial adaptations are shown by those organisms that live on land. Land provides a vast variety of physical factors such as soil, temperature, humidity, and light, etc. Unlike water bodies, habitat on land becomes discontinuous as it is interrupted by streams, rivers, oceans, mountain organisms that live on land get enough amount of light. And oxygen, but they get wide fluctuations in temperature on land. The availability of water is also not uniform on land. On the basis of availability of water and temperature, two regions are categorized on land: xeric, dry and hot, and cool, mountains and plains. Number 1. Xeric adaptation in plants. Plants that live in xeric condition or scarcity of water are known as xerophytic plants. They develop various devices to conserve water in them and also to absorb the maximum water that is available in soil. One of the typical xerophytic plant is of prickly pear. Its leaves are reduced to spines so that water loss due to transpiration is minimum. Stem becomes green in color and looks like a leaf. Such a stem is called as phylloclade. Some of the xerophytic adaptations in plants are given below. This is phylloclade. These are spines. The leaves are reduced to spines or scales in euphorbia. This helps to prevent loss of water. Pores on the leaves called stomata are sunken in xerophytic plant. This also helps to reduce the rate of transpiration. Both stem and leaf surfaces are thick-walled and also have a thick cuticle. The stem of xerophytic plant is spongy. This helps to store water in them. The shedding of leaves by some xerophytic plants help to reduce the surface area so the water loss. Some xerophytic plants remain dormant either as seeds or as roots. This helps to overcome scarcity of water, particularly in summer months. When it rains, then they sprout. Now, xeric adaptation in animal. Animals that live in deserts show xeric adaptations. Since these animals live in excessive heat, so they develop a protective covering around the body to check desiccation or water loss by evaporation. Moloch, the desert lizard, has hygroscopic skin to absorb water. Some animals have water sacs in their stomach wall, for example, camel. Most of these animals are nocturnal, so they avoid the day temperature. For defense, they have poisonous or some other mechanism. For example, snakes, spiders, scorpions have poison glands. Some of the desert insects can make use of metabolic water. Some of the desert animals like rats and snakes dig holes and burrows in the sand and live within. In holes and burrows, the temperature is less and it is moist also. These animals come out at night only when the deserts are cooler. So these animals avoid the excessive heat of the day. These animals either become active when water is available and remain dormant for rest of the time. Or adapt for water storage and water conservation. Certain animals like desert rabbit and wood rat derive water by eating succulent plants. Body temperature of certain animals, for example, camel, fluctuates with the atmosphere, which reduces the water loss through sweating. Now, polar region adaptation. Polar regions are characterized by heavy and snowy winters. The animals seen here are white or light in colors. This enables them to match the color of the background. This term is known as camouflage. And also to regulate the temperature of the body. The animals can store fat in their body in summer so that it can be consumed in winters. During winter months, animals also hibernate. Hibernate means winter sleeping. This reduces their metabolic activities to the minimum. Even the plants found here are of short height.